Hey y'all. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. I've moved houses and I got really sick. But hopefully I'm going to start uploading maybe a video a week is what I'm going to try for. So just be patient with me as I try to get back into the swing of uploading videos. If there's anything that you would like to request I make, just send me a message, write in the comments below, anything like that. And I will try my best to accommodate that. Okay, so let's talk about what you're going to need for the tumbler today. It's a 22-ounce fatty, although you can do this on a skinny or just any size cup, really. It works beautifully on anything. You're also going to need some mica. I am using mica from Woody's Goodies or Woods Goodies. I'm not really sure how it's pronounced, but you probably know who I'm talking about. I'll pop a link below. You're also going to need epoxy. I'm using counterculture. Artist resin, I think is what it's called. And then if you want to do decals, you're going to need vinyl. Mine here is Tech Wrap Silver Chrome, I think is the name of it. And then just a black vinyl that's probably Oracle 651. And my Woodside Homes decal is a printable vinyl. You're also going to need little medicine cups to measure out your epoxy and to also mix in your mica into your epoxy. And you'll need little silicone stir sticks or metal ones or a popsicle stick, whatever you use. You're going to want one for every color that you use. I think that's about it for materials, so let's get into it. So this cup is going to be a Mica Swirl. What I've done is I spray painted the cup in like an army green, and I let that sit for probably 3 hours. And then what I'm doing now is just putting on a coat of epoxy. It's going to be a pretty thick coat. I probably used about 15 to 20 mils of epoxy. You want it to be thick so that it will, when you do the mica stripes across it, they'll blend and move. So you want to make sure that you've got a good amount of epoxy on there. So after that, I'm just going to torch it to make sure there are no bubbles, kind of get things flowing already. I'm just using my little butane torch. Okay, so now I'm going to start striping on the mica. This is just mica mixed into a little bit of epoxy. You want it so that the mica is pretty opaque, or the epoxy is pretty opaque. You don't want it to be just like tinted black in this case. You want it to have good pigmentation to it. So I probably put like 1/4 a teaspoon of mica into maybe about 10 to 15 mils of epoxy. So for this cup, I'm doing the green, the black, and then my final color will be a little bit of white. So the reason that I spray painted the cup green is so that in case any spots are missed with the mica, you're not going to know because you have that color underneath to showing through. So like a lot of the times whenever you do these kind of cups, the rim of the cup and then the very bottom of the cup, the epoxy likes to pull away from those areas and the mica will kind of just like settle down. So this way, if you do get that pulling effect where it just kind of like pulls away from there, the spray paint underneath will completely cover that. It blends right in. Whereas if you had used like a white spray painted cup or a just a stainless steel tumbler, you would see that white or stainless steel peeking through. And I really wanted this to be kind of like a darker stripe or a darker cup. So I really wanted that green to be like the main color. So that's just a tip. Whatever color you want to be your main color, spray paint your cup that way first. So I just striped it on. I did speed this up just because it's pretty much the same thing the whole video. I am hitting it with the torch. You can also use a, what are those things? Heat guns. And just any spot that I feel like is a little thick with white is what I'm really attacking right here. I'll just kind of burst a little bit of heat right in that area to kind of thin it out a bit. And then I like to do that, and then so save some of your epoxy so that you can go back in and cut through any lines that you don't like. But you do want to kind of heat it up halfway through just to make sure you have a little bit left to go back and fix any spots that you don't like once you got to get it flowing. One thing you do want to watch out for is don't hold your torch in one spot for too long. Not only can you burn the epoxy, but then your mica colors will just start to swirl together and create a muddy mess because they'll mix too much because it'll be so hot that it'll just be flowing around the cup. So just make sure you don't do that because you definitely don't want to burn it. Once you burn it, it's all over. I'm just going to let it spin. If you feel like it's pulling too much in one direction, you can reverse your turner if you have a reversible motor. Reverse your turner and let it roll the other way, and then that'll give you some really cool like swirls and things like that. That's it. I'll just let it finish, and then I'll put another coat of epoxy on it. This one was actually smooth enough that I could do decals right over the top, and it was good to go. Thanks for watching.